Most people get married and they think, okay, we're going to start our lives together. No matter what age you are, it's usually the same type
Right.
of behavior. It's a
Yeah.
romance piece and get married, say I do. And then next thing you know, you're bringing stuff in your marriage that you grew up with.
This is Jim Bratton Podcast. You may enjoy some, or all, or none. Now, here's Jim.
This is the Jim Bratton Podcast coming to you from not quite Studio 206, otherwise known as Conference Room 206 at Marmo. And we're with another member here at Marmo. That's Christopher Times. And that's Agape Marriage and Family Counseling, LLC, right?
Yes, sir.
Just came close on it.
Right on the nose.
We've done a previous podcast. Chris, what do you want to talk about today? We got about 15 minutes at your discretion.
Marriage counseling.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good point.
yeah. Marriage
Boy,
counseling.
oh boy, we'll just, you wade in and I'll ask, what? I'll ask questions if I'm up to it, okay?
Yeah, right.
Okay. What you got?
A lot of people, most people, get married and they think, okay, we're going to start our lives together. No matter what age you are, it's usually the same type
Right.
of behavior. It's a
Yeah.
romance piece and get married, say I do. And then next thing you know, you're bringing stuff in your marriage that you grew up with. Maybe you had an abusive father. Maybe you have an abusive mother or inattentive parents. Or maybe they're alcoholics.
Or just weird stuff.
Just weird stuff. Totally weird. So when you get married, you're bringing in a trunk load of stuff.
I love the way you're demonstrating that you got a sack over your shoulder right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Visually. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And we don't think about it.
No.
We're born with stuff.
We are, yeah. I mean, we've talked about that. Genetically impacted as well as environmentally impacted.
That's
you
right.
just got that sack over your shoulder
Oh,
is a
yeah.
very good image.
It's a huge sack. Some men don't like women and they don't really realize it
Yeah.
because of their interactions with their mother.
Right on.
And then some women don't like men for the same reason. They had a father that was very militaristic, very stern, very not expression of love, that kind of thing. And you find mothers and fathers like that too.
Yeah.
And when people grow up in those kind of households, it causes you to be a certain kind of way when you come out.
Does that sort of lie in the background and come out in a relationship, or is it evident in your life the whole way through, except you don't know it and others don't know it?
Both and.
Wow.
So yeah, the way you present to the world, the way you live your life at work or in social settings, just driving down the street, your temperament, your behaviors, your genetics,
Yeah.
all kind of feed down that same path. And so you're going to interact. So if you're difficult at home, you're going to be difficult on the corner of 23rd Street and Post Office. It doesn't matter because you're going to bring that same energy.
Yeah.
You get the negative Nancy's type and people who kind of grumble all the time. Then you get other people who are just bubbling over with happiness. So
Right.
it depends on how you
Right.
present it. I think a good case would bring up, like, say, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
His father was overbearing and
Right.
work. Well, so then you've got the kids.
None of that, nothing developed, did it?
Oh, yeah. And it stunts your growth.
Yeah.
Look at what happened to poor Michael. His growth was stunted in that he created a place called Neverland as an adult.
And that brings, boy, I won't wander in there, but that brings all that stuff into whether it was prey or he was just participating with what he perceived as peers.
That is exactly right.
Anyway, we won't jump off.
No, that's the
Boy,
deep
that'll
water right
piss
there.
everybody off then. So,
That's right. But it's true.
yeah.
Because there are people out there who honestly don't want to be around anybody. Their happy place is just leave me alone.
Right. Right. No.
All of those things come to marriage. There are people who don't really see that. Nobody talks about it.
No.
before they get married, but after you say I do. That's when all the baggage comes out.
Well, because marriage is an intense relationship just because it is.
That's right.
And because you're sharing your life, your soul,
That's right.
with another person.
And you can't hold it all together
No.
that long.
Well, that's, I guess, one of the purposes of marriage is to share some of that.
Oh, you share it all.
Sure. And the ugly, right?
The
Holy.
good, the bad, and the ugly.
Holy cow.
And you can't help it. And,
Yeah.
and the thing is that we have shame associated with it. We have guilt associated with it. Certain proclivities we develop from our parents,
Yes.
either because of them or in spite of them.
Right,
Sometimes siblings play a big role
right.
in what happens at home. I mean, siblings do reach out and touch each other unlovingly and all of these types of things. That causes you to be a certain way when you develop and grow up and grow
Right.
older, depending on your position, even in the family structure.
As a generality, when somebody with an interesting background comes into a marriage, do they try to compensate for that if they're aware of it, or are they usually unaware and just live through it?
Excellent question. And the answer is B. They're usually unaware of it and just live with it until.
Yeah.
I always hear this with couples, married couples. It's either when the guy shows up or the wife shows up in this office, it's usually because their spouse told them either you get some help or I'm filing for divorce. That's what you usually get.
Is that really?
Yes. One or the other or both are forced
To address it?
to address it. Or it's always a divorce thing. I can't. And what's the divorce about? I've been dealing with this for years, or I've been dealing with it for months, and it's the same. I can't take it anymore, type of thing. And it's usually, or then you get the piece where the husband blames the wife, and the wife blames the husband, and never the
Just
two
cascade-
shall match.
No, man, just cascades from there.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Because, a lot, you hear people talk about, well, he's got this habit or that habit. I'll change him or say, this is beyond that.
Way
This is not even a conscious
No.
thing.
No. I tell people I had a marriage conference on the 31st of January, and I
Right.
told them in this, I said, when you argue with your spouse, there's men and women in the audience, I said, you're not arguing over socks, dirty socks on the floor. That's not what you're arguing about.
Right.
It's not about which way the toilet paper roll.
Oh,
toilet
yeah,
paper's
yeah,
on.
up or down, yeah.
It's not about even child rearing. I've seen people split up because they don't agree on how to rear their children. All kinds of things. Money's always a big issue.
It's always in there, yeah.
The lack, or usually somebody took something I thought it was mine or whatever.
Yeah,
But it's,
distribution or sharing kind of.
oh, yeah. I don't have enough, or I've got plenty, but they keep spending it, or 100 reasons. Oh, yeah. But it's the management piece. How do I manage myself? How do I regulate myself emotionally?
By the time they come to you, and I don't know, let me just, we'll back up. I see you headed toward how do you handle it before
yeah.
they come to you,
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
However, what triggers people to come to you?
It's usually an event that happens where one person in the marriage says, I can't take it anymore.
Okay, that's the catalyst moment, if you would.
That's the camel, as they say, that broke the skin. But it's usually 1,000 things before that.
right.
You
And
know.
and I'm guessing not even related to the real scenario sometimes.
No, a lot of times you find people get divorced because he didn't communicate with me, or he stonewalls me, he sits there and don't talk, don't argue. Yeah, all of that.
Really?
For self-care. What are you doing for yourself? Are you taking yourself out to a date? Are you exercising? You got a good diet? How are you caring for yourself?
Right,
and
right.
what are you doing for that? If you can't answer that, you probably need some therapy, or the anger. We all know about the anger piece. If you're upset more than you're happy, you probably need some therapy.
Yeah, no, there are some signs. I wonder if people ever just say to somebody else, man, you need to go to therapy.
Yes. I cannot tell you, I pass my cards out all over town, and the people I pass my cards out before, they'll see me and says, I just looked at your card yesterday. That's what you get.
So well, good. I mean, that means they know that they need to do something.
It's the taking the step is the thing. So I would say to you all, don't be afraid to go to the therapist. It's not as bad as you think. And I usually sit down and just have a conversation. In my office, it's just you're having a conversation.
Right.
And we're talking about things that could be scary, but the way I present them to you is in a non-threatening way. Always have a safe and secure environment and for you to talk to. Also, with my packages, most therapists do not do this, by the way, as I allow them to communicate with me via email or text message.
Yeah, you're right.
Without additional charges, as long as it's under 5 minutes.
Exactly.
And so short interactions.
Yeah, no $50 or $75
Oh,
bill
no.
just because you had a phone
Yeah,
call.
that's right.
Wow.
But people rarely do that. But in the case that there is an issue, there's no problem going back and forth. A couple of text messages, just a form of support and reaching out and that kind of thing. So,
Give me all your contact information one more time. By the way, this will be on the header of this podcast as well. So,
absolutely.
Christopher, somebody wants to reach you?
Somebody wants to reach me, you can call me. I'll give you my number, 409-761-0076. That's going to be also on my Google page when you do your Google search, Christopher Times, Times, comma, M-A. All of my information ought to come up under that. And, of course, there's my website, Agape Marriage and Family and Counseling, LLC, and you can find me there.
Wow. Christopher Times. What another interesting, stimulating, delightful conversation, challenging conversation, I might add. And thanks for joining us on the Jim Bratton Podcast, coming to you from Marmo, Conference Room 206, which is serving as our temporary studio. Christopher, thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to you all for listening.
This has been Jim Bratton Podcast. We hope you have enjoyed, been inspired, informed, angered, or otherwise emotionally stimulated. This is your booth announcer, Sierra Sakel.